Hey everyone, it's Doug Green, and I'm the publisher of Technology Reseller News. And I'm very pleased to have with me my very good friend, Kevin Langford of CaaB. Kevin, thank you for joining me today.
Doug, thank you for having me. Always a pleasure.
So, today we're going to have a podcast where we're really going to be talking about the case for the cloud for the MSPs now more than ever. It's been out there a long time, and yet a lot of MSP companies still insist on on-prem solutions. They like doing it that way, but I think we're going to hear a little bit of evidence to the contrary, and so we're also going to learn a little bit about CaaB. So, Kevin, we'll start right there. To start things off, what is CaaB?
CaaB is a cloud provider built specifically for MSPs. Unlike hyperscalers, we focus on predictable pricing, white label solutions, and top tier support. What makes us unique is we give MSPs a cloud solution they can fully control with no hidden fees, no vendor lock in, and a platform that actually works with their business model.
So, Kevin, a lot of MSPs, maybe they're thinking about going with AWS or one of the big cloud giants. Why not them instead of CaaB?
The major cloud providers out there weren't built with the MSPs in mind, with pricing is unpredictable, support often lacking, and branding opportunities are limited to non-existent. CaaB gives MSP control over their cloud offering while keeping costs transparent and predictable, knowing what your invoice will be month to month.
And Kevin, what about white labeling?
Our white label model allows MSPs to offer cloud services under their own brand, strengthening their client relationship and allowing to have their brand grow and not just selling someone else's platform.
So, Kevin, as we know, the cloud market has evolved a lot in recent years. What are the biggest trends you're seeing?
Doug, we're seeing a massive shift from on-prem infrastructure to cloud-based solutions. Businesses want the flexibility, cost savings, and the security without the hassle of maintaining physical servers. At the same time, cybersecurity and compliance requirements are pushing companies towards a more secure, managed cloud environments.
So, Kevin, for MSPs that haven't fully embraced cloud services, what are they missing out on?
Doug, great question. They're missing out on a growing revenue stream and a key way to stay ahead of their competition. Most analysts would agree that cloud services will be a $2 trillion industry in 5 years. Many businesses are moving to the cloud with or without their MSP. If a managed service provider doesn't provide a cloud solution, their customer will most likely look elsewhere. Cloud services also allow MSPs to help improve their client retention, reduce support costs, and offer a scalable solution without the major infrastructure investments required.
So, Kevin, some MSPs are still hesitant about fully committing to cloud services. What are the biggest roadblocks you see?
We're hearing concerns about migration complexity. Some service providers worry that moving their customers to the cloud will be too disruptive and come with significant downtime. Also, the uncertainty around cloud pricing models. The hyperscalers have complex pricing that's hard to predict. Even after you quote it out, you'll never know what the costs are each and every month. And then the biggest one is the fear of losing control. MSPs worry they'll lose their client relationships to a large cloud provider, as the client will go direct to save money. At CaaB, we solve these problems with structured migration process where we will help you do the heavy lifting. We offer transparent pricing. What you see in the portal is what you pay each and every month, and a white label model that keeps you in control.
So, Kevin, for an MSP that still relies on traditional on-prem solutions, what are the risks of staying put?
With the rising cost of hardware, legacy infrastructure is expensive to maintain, vulnerable to security threats, and difficult to scale. If an MSP isn't offering cloud solutions today, their client might move to a competitor who does. The longer they wait, the harder it becomes to make that transition.
So, Kevin, there are a lot of people out there, a lot of different cloud providers. Why is CaaB set apart? What makes CaaB the right choice for MSPs?
CaaB was built for the MSP in mind. And here's what sets us apart. We offer predictable pricing with no hidden fees and no unexpected costs. A white label solution that MSPs can sell with their brand, their look, their feel, their colors. We offer high performance infrastructure, which is scalable, secure, and reliable. And also, support is focused around the MSP with a dedicated account manager, migration assistance, and 24 by 7, 365 partner support, which is available by email or by phone.
So, Kevin, earlier in our podcast, you talked a little bit about price predictability as an issue. Pricing predictability is a big issue with major cloud providers. How does CaaB address this?
We offer a flat rate pricing with no hidden fees. MSPs will know exactly what they'll pay each month, which makes it easier to build a profitable cloud business.
So, how does the white label model benefit MSPs?
White labeling allows MSPs to own their cloud business instead of reselling another brand's services. With CaaB, they can brand the cloud solution as their own, build a stronger client relationship, and maintain full control over pricing and support.
Kevin, you're frontline guy. You're actually talking to the MSPs every day. You're working with them. You listen to their issues and so on, solve problems. Can you give me maybe an example of where an MSP said, "Okay, I'm really going to go all in with the cloud, and I'm going to pick CaaB"?
Absolutely. One of our MSPs partners struggled with unpredictable costs with the hyperscaler platform. They switched to CaaB and gained full control over the pricing, expanded their cloud services without worrying about hitting costs and overage fees. And within a year, they increased their recurring revenue by 40%. And with an increase in performance, they improved their customer retention dramatically.
40%. That's a tremendous improvement.
Absolutely.
So this has really been an interesting conversation today. Any last thoughts?
Absolutely. Cloud is no longer optional, it's a necessity. The MSPs who embrace cloud now will position themselves for long term success. With partner growth, cloud services can be profitable, scalable, and easy to manage. At CaaB, we're here to make that happen.
Well, Kevin, I want to thank you for joining me today. This has really been interesting. An interesting argument for the cloud, an interesting argument for CaaB, an interesting argument to resolve some of these issues like unpredictable pricing, like white labeling, a case for white labeling that actually works. I'm looking forward to hearing more, but for now, thank you very much indeed. Where can we learn more about CaaB?
Absolutely. They can visit us at www.caab.cloud or connect with us on LinkedIn. We're always happy to have a conversation. Doug, thank you for having me, and I'm looking forward to our next podcast.
Well, I really appreciate your time, and I'm looking forward to the next one. But for now, thanks very much indeed.
Thanks, Doug. Have yourself an awesome day.